Hey guys, I am Mocha if you guys are new to the channel. And if you guys have been hanging with me, I love y'all and thank y'all for coming back. I'm going to be doing an element reading for the air signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We're going to keep this short and sweet and to the point. So let's get into it. What is it that the air signs need to hear at this time? First thing Spirit wants me to know is as I'm recording this, I should advise you that I'm recording this during Scorpio season. Okay. What is it that the air signs need to hear at this time? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Seven of Pentacles. There could be something that you guys are anticipating. Even though these sunflowers are dead, I feel like you guys are in the space of like, let's replant, let's change the soil, let's bring this plant back to life, or just pull it out completely. Let's get rid of the roots. There's anticipation energy here that they want me to know. Are you guys reviving yourself? I feel like you guys are helping yourselves, which is a good thing because that means that there isn't unhealthy codependency. There's an independency here. Like, I want to be independent. I know I can bring myself back to life. I know that I have the strength to recover from something, and I'm anticipating change. I'm anticipating work. I'm anticipating some sort of assignment, maybe. The air signs haven't given up on themselves. Good for y'all. And it feels like people have given up on you. That's the thing. I feel that people have given up on you, but you're not giving up on yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all were waiting till everyone left so that you can tend to yourself. Maybe you guys are private builders right now. You feel like, you know what, I'm building and I don't want an audience. I don't want someone to check on me. I'm a work in progress. I keep picking up like a breakup or like someone in a relationship and they identify their person as a boyfriend or girlfriend. Those could be two separate messages where there's a breakup that's relevant here. And then there's another separate message where someone is like making their status known. I am taken, I'm in a relationship, I do have a significant other. I call them boyfriend or girlfriend. They are my boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe it'll make sense after I pull the other two cards. What does the air signs need to hear at this time? Something about a cake. Reminds me of that Rihanna song. I think it's called Birthday Cake. What is it that the air signs need to hear at this time? Ooh, the King of Pentacles. So this is what the air signs inspire to be. Financially independent, financially stable, wise with their money, abundant. This is the anticipation. Air signs want to be rich. Let me stop. Pentacles can also talk about health as well, material gain and finances. Sometimes I look at the pentacles as acts of service, but this is very independent energy. I'm now starting to feel like maybe I'm reading for the cross watcher. Air signs want to level up on their own. Air signs may be guided to level up on their own right now. Also, this King of Pentacles could be somebody that plays a significant role in the air sign's success. Maybe the air sign is inspired by this King of Pentacles. Look how he has his arms and his legs wrapped around those coins. This is someone that is proud about what they have. They're very connected and close to their earnings. If you brought this crop, this plant back to life and was able to profit off of it, I would be proud too. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is a representation of you, and the King of Pentacles is the end goal, or the potential of what you could be. Especially if I'm talking to anybody that identifies as a masculine, that wants to be that provider, or maybe, this could also be like, if this isn't about being a masculine and being a provider, this could be about channeling masculine energy to provide for yourself and others. One thing that I have learned over the years is that there is a time and place and purpose for feminine energy, and there's a time and place and purpose for masculine energy. And typically, when we are producing and we are providing, we are typically tapping into the masculine energy that requires action, effort, willpower, drive, labor, even. And that's not to discredit from the feminine energy, because you can do all of the things I just listed: be action oriented, have drive, be ambitious, labor, and you guys can do them in two different ways. I feel like this is spirit saying to the air signs, if you want to level up, you're going to have to tap into the masculine energy more, especially if this has to do with material gains, finances, or improving your health, because we have two pentacle cards back to back. And you got to be fair with yourself too, because pentacles regarding time is the slowest energy out of all the suits. If this was Wands energy, or maybe, we saw a Chariot or a Knight of Swords, even the Eight of Wands, I would have been like, okay, this level up is gonna happen overnight, baby. It might happen in the season. It might happen, within 90 days. Who knows? But we're talking pentacles, right? And so when we're talking about pentacles, we have to be mindful of like earth energy and how it takes time for us. It takes time from the time something is planted, like a seed, to the time it sprouts and grows into something fruitful for us to either profit off of or eat, for it to be edible. That takes time. Sometimes that doesn't happen in a season, depending on what you're planting. So this level up situation is going to take time. I feel like saying just as long as you've been, you know, in one area that you weren't satisfied, it just might take just as much time, if not more, to get to where you're at. Don't focus on wasted time and wasted opportunities. That's the Four of Cups, and that's how you end up stagnant, okay? Pessimistic. And that's a form of self sabotage if we stay in the past for too long, okay? Now, some of you guys, if you guys get your ass up, because that's what I'm hearing, get your ass up now, it might not take as long as, earth energy takes. It's just it's giving one foot in front of the other, because this is a jump from the Seven of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. This is a jump. But one thing I love about the Seven of Pentacles in the tarot is its dedication, its devotion. You got to show up every day and put in the same energy, if not more, than the day before. And you will see productivity. You will see progress. I have a lot of earth placements, so I value earth energy. This is giving like, we're not skipping corners, air signs. You can't skip corners, okay? It's like, it's giving me like, let them know. And I feel like telling you in a subtle way, but your team might nudge you and be a little bit more aggressive, but the message is get your ass up. I'm saying it in a subtle way. I don't know how your team talks to you, but I can definitely feel my team saying, no, say more aggressive, get your ass up, like do this, do that. Get it done. You want to be the King of Pentacles? You want financial stability? You want a stronger sense of security? You got to get it your ass up. Look, two masculine energies just came out. The King of Swords. This is about challenging yourself regarding comfortability and logic. Like, there's some of you guys that are comfortable, very, very comfortable. You're comfortable with your pace. You're comfortable with what you're doing. You're comfortable about the mundane things in life. Just like how he has his legs and his hands wrapped around his coins. He's like, as long as I have my safety blanket, as long as I have a certain amount in my account, or I'm doing, as long as I'm this or that, I'm good. But the King of Swords says, enough of that. We have to disrupt that pattern. Maybe you guys have reached a goal and Spirit saying, okay, next goal. Next goal. What's next? What are we doing next time? Hello? Hey. The King of Swords requires you to make an effort that's different than what you've been doing, okay? You know what I love about the King of Swords is that the King of Swords in the tarot talks about someone that is a professional. They take their profession seriously. And that's not to discredit the Emperor and the other kings, but the King of Swords is analytical. He's logical. He thinks always with his head and his knowledge and his wisdom over his heart. This is someone that you go to when you need an expert in something. So this person could be coming to him and saying, I see you have a good amount of money. Do you know how to manage this money? I see that you want to accomplish a certain goal. Do you have the skills? Do you have the experience? I see that you want to do this and that. Do you know where you're going? King of Swords is going to give you a book. He might suggest you a podcast. He might suggest you a course. He might suggest you methods and remedies, things that make sense to do. This might be someone coming in and saying, you know what, you need to plan and prepare. You need to get more organized. And the last thing I'm picking up for your air signs is that this could be someone that gives you constructive criticism. Okay. We were talking about masculine energy before. Now we have two masculine energies here. It's time to tap into the masculine side to embody the version of you that's going to show up for these kind of goals that you're going after. Maybe this is a call to redefine what masculinity looks like and feels like for you now, and what it will look and feel like, what do you think it will look and feel like for you in the future. One of my personal goals is to be a very successful business owner, be a CEO of something that I'm holding close to my chest for right now. And I know, because I've been in my feminine energy for a while now, I know that if I want, when it happens, I'm going to have to show up in a different energy than this reserved, comfortable, feminine energy that I love to be in. Something else outside of this is going to be required of me in order to fulfill those kind of goals. And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying here too. What does masculine energy to you look and feel like pertaining to your goals? Because the Seven of Pentacles is the dedication, it's the effort, it's the consistency, it's the anticipation of what's next. What are you working towards right now? And what are you anticipating to happen? Because Spirit is saying, I know what it is, and I think you're comfortable. See how this King of Pentacles is on the ground, but the other Pentacle is on a horse. And the swords are swift. This could be a King of Swords that's like, go to school now. Okay? Or, apply for that job now. Make that phone call now. Write that list now. Organize things now. Where the King of Pentacles is going to be more calm and reserved and say, let's pace ourselves. Let's do what's comfortable. Let's make sure that everything is rational. Okay? One day at a time. King of Swords is not, it's like King of Swords is going to be like, get up. You'll never get anything done like that unless you get up and put a pep in your step. Okay? So I'm gonna wrap it up. Let's close this. Let's close this out with some advice. Let me see. Let's close this out with some advice. What does the air signs need to hear right now? What is it that the air signs need to hear right now? What does the air signs need to hear right now? Spirit, speak to me clearly. My critic, look at this. This is so awesome. I am my own critic. Though this is not innately a bad thing, I will strive to be kinder to myself and graciously accept my own constructive feedback. This will allow continued growth in all aspects of my life. This is what the King of Swords is all about, constructive criticism. So this could be Spirit saying, you know, I may be too harsh. So this could be Spirit saying, take it easy on yourself, but be serious, be organized. I love how the last sentence on here talks about growth. It says, this will allow continued growth in all aspects of my life. But if you look at the Seven of Pentacles, this is depletion. Some of you guys, it's not that you guys aren't doing anything good enough or you're not putting in more effort. It's just about doing an evaluation. What is dying? What is growing? What needs to be tended to? What efforts need to change? What behaviors need to change? I am my own critic, though this is not innately a bad thing. I will strive to be kinder to myself and graciously accept my own constructive feedback. This will allow continued growth in all aspects of my life. For some of you guys are not doing this, and this is what Spirit is encouraging you to do. We need to start looking at the different areas and what needs to be tended to, what needs to change. For some of you, this has to do with other people and having that conversation. It just makes me wonder, what is the air signs anticipating? Because this is a big message. All right. But that's what I have for y'all, air signs. Remember, I am Mocha. Support the channel, like the video, subscribe, comment, share. Check me out on Instagram. And if you want a personal reading, the link's in the description box. Till next time, we'll see each other.